An interview with the new owner of the Kansas City Royals is fueling renewed talk about a downtown stadium. John Sherman shared some thoughts on prospective sites for a ballpark. KCTV5's Greg PAYNE is live tonight. So, Greg, you spoke with the owner of one of those sites. What do they think about this idea?
Brad, one of those sites sits right here off of 12th Street in downtown Kansas City. Now, to put it into perspective where we're at, take a look. To my left is the Federal Building. Now, if you look a little bit over to the right, that is KCPD. And that tall building right there with the red lights, that is City Hall. But let's jump back to where I am standing right here. This is the spot everybody has been talking about. And currently, it is pretty much open space and a lot of parking. But speaking with those property owners, they have mentioned to me they want a whole lot more.
It's called the East Village. It may not look like much now, but it could be the home of the Royals once their lease with Kauffman Stadium is up in 2031.
Candidly, we'd love to add downtown baseball into the mix in East Village. We think it would be a tremendous asset.
So does Royals owner John Sherman, who in a recent interview with City Scene KC highlighted it as being a potential spot. He said the East Village is certainly a spot that could be of interest. I think there's a top architectural firm or two that think this is a good spot. Richard MULLER is the executive vice president of Van Trust, who owns about 2/3 of that property.
We've kind of invested in the east side of downtown together so that we could take advantage collectively of the right opportunity when it came along. And we certainly think downtown baseball is one of those opportunities.
But it's a spot the city and Van Trust plan to redevelop in the future, regardless of whether it's a ballpark or not.
I actually think that would be amazing. It would be phenomenal for the city.
Gabrielle Smith is the acting manager at Rally House in downtown Kansas City. She believes if the stadium moves, it'll definitely help business. But it also would remind her of home in St. Louis, where the Cardinals have a downtown stadium.
Yeah, like downtown is a good vibe. Like if you're like, oh yeah, let's meet downtown for the game or even just to watch, it's like you already know it's going to be a good time.
A vibe she hopes can spread to an already thriving Kansas City.
Downtown has come a long way just in the last 20 years. So yeah, I feel like that definitely would kind of just bring a more prominent kind of drawing to the city, just because like Kansas City is nice, like it's a cool city, so.
Once again, this is in the early talking stages now. Folks over at Van Trust had mentioned that a lot of stars will have to align in order for this to even happen. So in the meantime, sit back, relax, and enjoy your Kansas City Royals over at Kauffman Stadium. Reporting live here in Kansas City, I'm Greg PAYNE for KCTV5 News.